Wednesday, Brew Tubers. As you can see, it's a lovely sunny evening here in Watford, Hertfordshire. A little bit nippy outside, but yeah, beautiful blue skies, which is always good. Today I am drinking some milk stout, lovely label there. This is from Left Hand Brewing Company in Longmont, Colorado, USA. Roasted malt and coffee flavours build the foundation of this creamy, sweet stout. You can smell the lactose in it, and a creamy and slightly roasted coffee smell to it. The smell very much carries through to the flavour. Very smooth, sweet, creamy, and slightly burnt roasted flavours underneath. So very nice indeed. It's quite similar to Wiper and True milkshake stout from I think it's Wiper and True Brewery in Bristol. We'll say this is slightly less sweet and a little bit more roasted than that, but still very nice indeed. Yes, I got this from Beer Hawk online. Bought this and a couple of other beers. So Arrogant Bastard Ale, which I got because of the name more than anything else. Probably won't like it very much. Got Rooster's High Tea, which is a jasmine infused beer, jasmine tea infused beer. So that'd be quite interesting. I've seen beer infused with Earl Grey, but not jasmine tea. So that'd be quite interesting. See how that is. I've got a lovely Orval chalice and bottle of their beer. Lovely bottle and chalice it is as well. So I'm going to try that. I've never tried their beers, but I've been told it's rather good. So yeah, give that a go. What else have I got? I've got some mead, London mead from I think it's Gosnells or Gosnells, something like that anyway. So I've got some mead, one infused with hops, I think Mosaic and something else. And one just plain one, so that'd be interesting to see what that's like from somewhere in London. And I've got a porter as well from Wales. So yeah, a few bits and bobs. See what that's like. So yeah, I'm on this milk stout from Left Hand Brewing Company at the moment. Now yeah, so next 3 days are going to be rather intensive for me. Well, tomorrow I've got to say an ordinary day at work, but after work in the evening, Pope's Yard Brewery have an open bar in their brewery. So they give over half their brewing space to have tables and chairs, and they sell their beers on the premises from casks and from bottles. So they usually have this about 4 or 5 times a year, and I pretty much go to every single one. But these are the guys who helped me out when I first started brewing, so they gave me lots of really good advice. They gave me fair appraisals of my beer, told me when they weren't so good, told me when they were. And they've also donated lots of bottles to my cause, which is always appreciated. I've never yet bought an empty bottle. I've only brought a bottle with either beer in it or got second-hand ones, so I'm rather proud of that fact. Or I've brought bottles for the beer inside. So yeah, so that's for tomorrow after work. And then Friday, booked a day off and spending the whole day there, which will be fun. So yes, I think we start there at 1 and finish when we're passing out. Well, I don't drink too much anyway, but I'll drink till I'm satisfied and then go home. So that's Thursday, Friday at Pope's Yard, and then Saturday is the Berkhamsted Beer Festival, Berko Beer Fest as it's called. It's their 3rd one. The last 2 were in Haresford Brewery. They've moved now to the Civic Hall. I think space was a problem last year. I did go last year and you couldn't move for love nor money. It was very crowded, quite unpleasant as a result, and it was raining. No, it didn't go too well. Did I go with a friend? Yes, that's right, I went with a friend last year. I think we did. It was worth brewing. Anyway, I've moved to the Civic Centre. We've got lots of very local ales. So I just don't think there's one further than 30 miles away. No Pope's Yard, but they've got Rebellion, Red Squirrel in Potton End, Hemel Hempstead, Paradigm and Sarah Aylesbury Brewing Company. I think Vale Brewery and Brill are there. So yes, quite a few beers from around the county and a bit further afield. So yeah, very localised, and hopefully it should be quite good. Hopefully it'll be better than last year, because it was, pardon me, it was a bit crowded last year, which was a shame. Moving on to my own home brewing. What's happening? Let's have a think. The red ale is ready to drink. I'll do a video on that later, after May, once May begins, so that's going on nicely. Now the Black Sheep ale I brewed has shot up to the best beer I've ever made. Quite literally, it is astounding. I was drinking it out of the fermentation vessel. Now I'm not one to blow my own trumpet or self-indulge, but I would say I'm very proud of that. Best beer I've ever brewed. I'm really pleased with my progress. If I'm producing something like that, then who knows what the future will bring. So yeah, that was from the Camera British Beer Book, Black Sheep Ale. I have called it Arthur X, leader of the Pennine Gang. Here is the label for it. So as you can see, that's the label, based on a Monty Python sketch, an animation by Terry Gilliam called Killer Sheep, where he is the head of a criminal organisation of sheep. They're quite amusing. I do like the Monty Python and other comedies, but it was the best name I could think of up at the time. It works quite nicely, so got that. Need to brew my beer for Christmas. I've got some Brew Firm Belgian Christmas beer, so I need to make that. Got 2 tins of that, so I'll make a large batch and bottle it. Going to use the yeast I use for my red ale, because that's a Belgian strain. We're going to get very fruity flavours, so I'm very pleased with that yeast strain. So we'll use that in that beer, probably better than the dried yeast to get with it. So should be brewing that soonish, hopefully. I've collected some bottles. Coors Light, American thing there. I don't know, I didn't drink it, my brother did. I'm sure the bottle will be blessed with having a beer with flavour put into them instead of some fizzy water. So yes, need to do that for Christmas. Already thinking about that, crikey already. And then the next all-grain brew will be the Cameron's Castle Eden Ale, which is a pale ale. Has also having it pale malt, torrefied wheat, sugar, Target hops, and Styrian Golding hops. So yes, first time using those hop varieties. So should be quite nice. Apparently it's quite a creamy pale ale, so that'll be quite interesting to see what that turns out like. Yeah, looking forward to making that for sunny weather. As I said, once that's done, Fuller's Extra Special Bitter and Fuller's London Porter. I really thought of names for the Fuller's ones. Haven't thought of a name for the Castle Eden, Cameron's Castle Eden beer, but the ESB, I'll brew it for a friend of mine who's a bit older than me, but I'll call it Miserable Git Extra Senile Bitter. We have this joke, he calls me a wretched youth and I call him a miserable old git, so that's a nice little beer for him. And the porter, thinking perhaps railway theme, Euston Porter or Watford Junction Porter or something like that, I don't know, haven't really decided, but so yeah, the next beer is coming up. So yeah, it's all going quite nicely. Capacity is my biggest issue at the moment. I'm brewing more beer than I can drink. I love brewing, and I love drinking it, but it takes quite a while to get through 20 litres, doesn't it? Anyway, I I've been rambling on for far too long, as I always do. I just like chatting to you people, so I'm talking to you for so long anyway. I will see you again soon, and yes, ta-ra for now.